Okay, testing my backing up skills because I should not have gone down this road. I do not have a backup cam and I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. We're in a U-Haul. Yep, I'm in a U-Haul. It's got its challenges. This is either one of the most brilliant ideas that I've ever had, or I'm losing it. We're in a U-Haul. I had a couple of things that I had to work on the van, maintenance-wise, and also just like my door is broken, so I'm getting everything fixed. I dropped it off at the Ford in Bellingham this morning, and then I got a shuttle ride over to the U-Haul, and I went ahead and I picked up a 15-foot box truck. So I don't know, I have a box truck this week. I'm gonna have this truck for like 4 or 5 days. Ooh, cucumbers. What? On tacos? Cucumbers on tacos. Weird. I'm just gonna live like I normally do, but without a fridge, and without a kitchen, and without electricity. Like I said, this is either a brilliant idea, or I'm losing it, so. As I left the city and started heading towards the mountains, I started to realize the situation that I'd put myself in. This is gonna be an adventure. Now, I'll be the first to admit that I've put myself in some weird situations over the last couple of years. I'd say that at this point, I'm pretty used to pushing myself out of my comfort zone. And yet this adventure was one that I didn't quite know if I could handle physically. I didn't know if I could handle this rig physically. This is also my first time driving a dually. It's quite a big rig, and I'm taking it up one of probably the worst mountain roads that you could take an unfamiliar vehicle. So, I don't know, this is gonna be an adventure. If you're wondering why I chose to rent a rig this big, it's because I'm thinking about selling the van and I needed to know what it was like firsthand to drive a dually. Turns out it's really not as hard as it sounds, but that doesn't mean that I didn't get myself in some iffy situations. Okay, testing my backing up skills because I should not have gone down this road. I do not have a backup cam and I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, there's a waterfall. Wow, this truck is huge, and yet I kind of feel like I can do the exact same things that I can do with my van. Why does that not make any sense? Hello! Come on in. This is quite ridiculous, I have to say. When I woke up this morning, I thought that I was going to be ordering parts for my van to get fixed, not dropping it off and renting a U-Haul. I actually was planning on going back to the peninsula, but oh, how fast plans change. I really have to go to the bathroom. Where should I go? I wonder if there's poison ivy out here. Hello, Phoebe. Hello. Hello. Hi. Hello. It's cozy up here, actually. I think there's like 3 feet? 2 feet. I have a measuring tape somewhere. Oh my god. Look at this place. Hi. Before I talk any more about selling the van, how I feel about all of this, the U-Haul experience, I want to take a minute to talk about how excited I am to be partnering with Omaze to be offering you a chance to win a brand new rig yourself. We could potentially be hitting the road in new rigs at the same time, but there is a big difference because the person who wins this sweepstakes will be walking away with a brand new 4x4 Mercedes Sprinter van with $80,000 worth of customizations by Vansmith. This rig is going to be nuts. Full bed, kitchen, off-grid electrical setup. If I won this rig, when does it end? December 2nd? December 2nd. Oh, I would take it straight to Highway 395 in California and take it into Death Valley. There are a few spots out there that are easily my favorite ever, but I haven't been able to be there in years because I don't have 4x4. So if I got this rig, I would definitely go there. Anyways, the best part about all of this is that donations go to support a charity, which in this case is the Justin J. Watt Foundation, which is a nonprofit that is on a mission to provide after-school activities for middle school-aged children to become involved in athletics so that they can learn the character traits of accountability, teamwork, leadership, work ethic, and perseverance. So if you want to enter for your chance to win, head to omaze.com/Mariah Alice. Okay, now back to the video. This car makes a lot of funny noises. Okay, it's time to hole up for the night. Please don't go, but don't come too. Please don't go, but don't come too close. 3 a.m. in the back room, making sure it's not for me. There's a place in town where we all hang out, where the country girls go and the boys get loud. And the band plays on and the tops stay low. Wait, is this where my head goes? If I had, would you know which way you're going? I'm sleeping with my bear spray next to my bed because I can't lock this box while I'm in it. Like, there's no way to lock myself in here, which is fine. The door is like cracked, as you can see at the bottom and at the top, so anybody could just get in if they wanted to. I hope that they don't want to. Anyways, I'm gonna go and read the Blood and Ash series because I'm in that mood. Goodbye. Good morning. Good morning. I'm not gonna talk about the mosquitoes that came in here last night. You too cold to be up? This next morning, I was in far too good of a mood, considering the road that I had to drive this rig up. It's probably a good thing though, because I was able to overpower my anxious thoughts with music and giggles as we drove up this winding road that led to one of my favorite views ever. Seriously though, I don't understand why this road doesn't have guardrails. Would you know which way that I went? Without you, in days I would be lost and afloat, thrown into the waves, tossed ashore, throw me now your arms. We're not meant to be on our own. Is this not the time we let go and cling to one another, giving life, throw me now your arms. Let me be the first to tell you I would give up my life. Every day as the tides grow closer, it's all that's on my mind. Throw me now your arms, pull me in, let me be the one. At day's end, who you can depend on. Hand in hand, safely on the shore, where we stand, throw me now your arms. Let me be the first to tell you I would give up my life. Every day as the tides grow closer, it's all that's on my mind. I don't know. The mosquitoes, oh my god, the mosquitoes. There are not very many places where the mosquitoes are worth it, but they're worth it here. Right here, with this mountain. Oh my god. God, the bugs are so bad though. I'm gonna go make some dinner. Holy heck, this view is insane. You guys aren't seeing the view, aren't you? I have to say, being able to have a rig that like has all of this open space in the back when I'm like chilling, just being able to stare at the view is kind of nice. In the van, the view is definitely not like this amazing. Actually, when I was in Christian's van the other day, looking at this view, I was like, what the heck? Why doesn't it look like that from my van? Maybe my windows were just dirty, I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and make dinner. What am I gonna make? There are people coming in, I look ridiculous. Oh no, where's my lasagna? I lost my lasagna. I found it. It was in the front. In all honesty, I think I did this, like I chose to rent this U-Haul just to see what it would be like to live in an empty rig, because it's really easy to romanticize the idea of like selling the van and then jumping to like my next rig, but in reality, living in an empty rig it's got its challenges. I do miss having running water. This is just gonna be so romantic. Future Mariah, I know that I'm confused about this whole rig swap thing, but how are you feeling? Baba, come on, know that I want to build you a rig that will make it so that you can see your friends out of tagging, and so that you won't ever have to live in an apartment. You're welcome. Lasagna. It's not biscotti. It's cheesier. Okay. I've been wanting to take pictures of this mountain. I call this mountain the Matterhorn in my head. I've been wanting to take pictures of it at night since last year when I went on the backpacking trip with Christian and had to eat at like 3 a.m. I just went outside in the dark and stared at this mountain. The mountain was lit up by the moon and the stars were just crazy, and ever since, I've just been waiting for the day that I can actually Good morning. Time to head back down the mountain, back to the land of perishables and electricity and running water. I did not pick up the van that day. Instead, I spent another few days in the U-Haul, sleeping in my tent in an unlocked rig in a casino parking lot, spending my days at a local park, imagining what it would be like to live in a rig this big, taking measurements, creating potential dream layouts. This is a clip of me pretending to sit in a bathtub by a fireplace while staring out my double glass French doors, watching the sunset in Alabama hills. It's an oddly specific picture, I know. All I want to know is how do people move out of houses to go move somewhere else? Like, how do people leave something good to go to something that could be better but could be worse? I'm finding it so hard, this whole conundrum of knowing that the road is my home and feeling so at home in my little van. Like, I love my van. It is my home. But I know that there's not one world where I can stay in that thing for another year without losing every one of my marbles. Like, Mariah, I deserve a larger space. I deserve to be able to have a place that I can really call home. But just because I can say that so clearly does not mean that the jump is any less scary. I might have a smile on my face, but I'm kind of going through it a little bit. Anyways, goodbye. Is that a spider or a mosquito? Looks so scary. It's really hard to have faith in yourself. Like, it's really, really hard. Wait. Lasagna in a bag. Wouldn't that just be like spaghetti?